Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our SPIRITLINC travel event for tonight. We're so excited that you're here, that you're inquisitive about the wonderful information that we have to give you this evening about how you can travel at wholesale cost as opposed to retail. And so the wonderful gentleman who actually got me into this wonderful travel club and got SPIRITLINC Travel involved as well. His name is C. Anthony. Let's bring him on right now. Good evening, brother. How you doing, C. Anthony?
Oh, excellent, Mr. Wilson. How are you?
Doing great, doing great. And so, C. Anthony, you've been a part of this wonderful organization that we're going to talk about tonight for how many years now?
Oh, no, it's not years. I just got involved in September of last year. I've been in the industry for over 2.5 decades, but with Trevorium, I'm a newcomer. I just joined back in, I saw the information from the CEO, Mr. David Hart, in July. Then I pulled the trigger in September.
Okay. And how's been your experience so far?
It's been unbelievable. It's been unbelievable. We're at the right place at the right time. And of course, becoming the right person and taking the right action is important.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see why it is that C. Anthony got involved with this company and why it is that I'm involved as well. And I'm sure that, you're going to run and tell all your family and friends about this. So without any further ado, we're going to hand it over to C. Anthony, and he's going to tell you all about what we have to offer for tonight.
Well, thank you very much.
The floor is all yours, brother.
It's a pleasure to be here with SPIRITLINC, and thank you very much, Jason, for having us here on this line today. I'm out in the Orlando, Florida area, so anytime you guys come out to the Orlando, Florida area, you have a new friend out here. My wife and I have moved out here 8 years ago from San Francisco, self and our two dogs, Lula and Josie. So anytime you come to visit Disney, we can get together, visit the Everglades. We have a lot of beautiful beaches out here. Probably catch some alligators as well. So what we're going to do on behalf of SPIRITLINC is we're going to share with you about a company that's doing things in travel that's never, ever been done before. Now, I know that's a bold statement, but we're going to validate everything that we say because documentation always supersedes conversation. And you're at the right place at the right time to get this information. So the company is called Trevorium, and that's the makeup of two words, travel and emporium. We are an emporium of travel. We show folks how to travel more, travel better, and travel for less. Now let's take a close look at the history of the Trevorium. Trevorium is founded by David Hart. He's the CEO and founder, and his wife Adela Hart. So this is a family-owned company, privately owned, debt-free. It's based in Temecula, California. And what we are is we specialize in a travel club membership. That's where we are. We're not a travel agent company. We're a travel club membership. And we're established in 2013. So that makes us 14 years old in our second decade. So we're not a Harry come lately or a startup. The challenging years are behind us. We're in over 70 countries and 6 continents. And the company opened up 2 offices, one in Madrid, Spain, and one in almighty Kurdistan. This company doubles in size every 8 to 12 months. And we have customer service in multiple languages. And we bring those members to one of the most fascinating industries on the planet, the travel and tourism industry. Now, I had no clue that this travel and tourism industry is twice the size of the oil industry, twice the size of the food and the automobile industry combined. And this is according to Bloomberg, $11.5 trillion. And it's expected to grow to over 16 trillion in the coming years. So my question was, when I met with David Hart last year, and probably yours is too, how is it and why is it that the travel industry is so huge, and why is it going to continue to grow? Well, it's the one thing that everyone loves to do. It's the one thing that everyone wants to do. Travel. Now, don't take my word for it. You can do your own survey. I want you to ask 10 individuals that you know. Ask them this question. If you had all the time, if you had all the money, what would you be doing right now? And I can guarantee you 9 out of 10 of them is going to say travel. Of course, if I had all the time and all the money, I won't be here in Orlando. I'll probably be on this live broadcast, but I'll probably be in Australia or India or Japan, right? We always have a, what they call it a bucket list. We call it a dream list of places we want to go. So everyone wants to travel and is going to continue to grow. Now, 63.5% of the global market is made up of some individuals called the millennials. All right, these folks are in the age group of 11 to 42, and there's these folks here. All they have and all they're responsible for in their life, in their opinion, is two things: their technology and travel. If you take a look at this article from Fortune.com, it said that 84% of them would rather take a dream vacation than purchase a new luxury item. These folks are not looking for bling bling. They're not looking even to buying homes. Why? Because they saw how mom and dad for all these decades work hard, overtime, extra time, all the time, and always putting off a vacation. Next year, missing out the greatness of seeing the world. And they're not taking it at all. They're going to discover the world. God created 195 countries in the world. I had no clue until I learned about this in this industry. So my wife and I, after getting a travel club membership with Travorium, we said we're going to visit at least 100 of them. But more importantly, we want you to come with us. Okay? Now, membership has its privileges. Anytime someone joins a club or a membership, is because there are benefits, huge benefits, right? Well, the Lifestyle Travel Club membership with Travorium has some unbelievable benefits. We're going to go for them in details. Number one is all members are going to receive 2 unbelievable vacations every 7 to 12 months. So every 7 to 12 months, you packing up your bag and you going on some unbelievable vacations. Okay? The membership covers for you and the guest, or you and your significant other. Most other companies that try to mimic ours is only for the member only. Okay, for instance, American Express has a travel club. It costs about $15,000. Well, it's just for one person. If I had that membership and I used it, I don't have to pay additional for my wife. With Travorium, it's for you and a significant other or a guest. You're going to earn travel points. Anytime you do anything within the ecosystem of your membership, you're going to earn travel points. And every 30 days, you're going to earn hundreds of travel points that you can use for future travel to even mark it down. Okay? You're going to be able to book travel better than travel agent rates without being a travel agent. Okay? Savings up to 60% plus 3% cashback royalty points. Sometimes 30%, sometimes 40%. You see, if Jason had shared this information with you verbally, you won't believe it. It sounds too good to be true. Because when we go online, we always get a little what? A little 3% saving here and a little 10% here. How about 60%? Oh, yeah. Now, what we're introducing to the world is, again, something that's never been done before. Wholesale travel versus retail. Now, that's going to go over some of you guys' heads, right? Because when we go online to book a travel, we don't ask ourselves, am I booking it retail or am I booking it wholesale? No, our travel club membership exposes you to wholesale travel. That's right, never been done before. And if you so choose, totally optional, you can turn fun into fortune, because vacations and travel is fun, and you can earn income sharing this membership with others. Now, when we take a closer look at the ecosystem of the travel and tourism industry, that's what you see right there, those 8 bubbles. Those 8 bubbles is a total of 11.5 trillion. That makes up the travel and tourism industry. And these are the services that you're able to take advantage of at wholesale with the travel club membership. We're talking about resorts, hotels, cruises, car rentals, entertainment, activities, tours, and theme parks. I live in Orlando, Florida. Over 7 million people come here from across the world. Wouldn't you agree that when they come, they probably participate in 3 to all 8 of these bubbles? Of course. That's what the travel and tourism industry is all about. So anytime you take part in any of these bubbles through your membership, you're going to receive at wholesale, and you're also going to receive travel points. No other company is doing what we're doing. You can't lose with Travorium. Now, we have a best price guarantee. That's right, best price guarantee. This impressed me when I got started last September. You see, if any of our members find a lower price anywhere online, we'll refund you 110% of the difference. Good luck for finding it. I had my legal team did that, and they always come back hands down. Can never find anything that can beat anything that they book through my membership. Now, all members are going to get a travel site, and the travel site is similar to all the sites that we're used to. It has all this functionality just like the sites that we log in online to book our travel. But the significant difference between the Travorium site and other online sites is that you're able to book better than travel agent rates. Savings up to 60% on more than 2 million hotels and resorts across the world. Think about it. Jason has access to over 2 million hotels at his fingertips across the world. And we're talking about 4, 5, and 6-star properties. Sometimes you're saving 30%, 40%, but up to 60%. Now, I mentioned I'm going to validate everything I share with you because sometimes it sounds too good to be true. And that's why we like to you to see it versus hearing it. So I'm going to demonstrate the Travorium travel site versus the online retail sites. Now, check this out. This is a 5 days, 4 nights vacation. Okay, a 5-star hotel. The Grand Hyatt Vail, Colorado. That's a resort. That's a 5-star property. With Travorium, it's $579. With Expedia, it's $1,754. Whoa, that's a 67% savings plus cashback royalty points. Well, you probably say, well, how is it that Travorium could beat Expedia? Well, $579 is the wholesale cost for that 5 day, 4 nights, 5-star hotel for you and a guest with Travorium. We offer wholesale to all our members. For a matter of fact, Expedia and all the other online companies, they get it for $579 because we get it from the same suppliers. The same suppliers that gets all the inventory to Travorium is the same supplier that Expedia gets it from. So they get it for $579, but they jack it up to $1,754. Why? Because of 3 reasons. Number one is they spend tens of millions of dollars on TV ads. Well, somebody got to pay for that. Number 2 is they put celebrities in their ads. Well, celebrities don't do commercials for free. That's their side hustle. Someone else got to pay for that. And number 3 is the company has to make a profit. So there's no way they can offer to us the wholesale. They have to jack it up. That's what's been going on for decades. Wholesale versus retail. We say bye-bye to retail and hello to wholesale. Here's another example. This is a 9-night stay in Miami Beach, Florida. 9 nights, that's a vacation. Okay, apples to apples. With us, that's $23.26. With them, that's $44.63. That's a 48% savings plus 3% cashback royalty points. That's right. Wholesale, retail. No one's doing what we're doing. You can't lose with Travorium. Now, don't take my word for it. There's a hidden dirty secret that's going on in the travel industry. I mean, it's dirty. Okay? And NBC News investigative reports has revealed that hidden dirty secret. Now, after you take a look at this short clip that we have provided for you, you will never book travel the same way ever again. And the rest of this presentation is all going to sync. Okay? Check it out.
You go to online travel sites and scour them looking for the best hotel deal.
NBC4 consumer investigator Randy Mack is here to explain how that works.
That's right. There's a reason these deals look similar. And the problem is that these third-party sites often fall under the umbrella of 1 or 2 companies. So while you think you're searching for multiple companies looking for the very best deal, every deal you're considering may actually be from the same company. Many savvy travelers look for the best hotel deals online.
I usually look at sites that kind of claim to have the best deals.
It seems like there's a lot of competition.
I've used Expedia, Trivago, there's Booking.com.
Always looking for a bargain. I like to see the red numbers that make you think like you're getting a good deal.
But that may not be the case.
Almost all those sites are owned by 1 or 2 companies.
According to the nonprofit Consumer's Checkbook, Expedia and Booking Holdings owns 95% of third-party booking sites. That means shopping around may be a waste of time, and Checkbook says calling the hotel directly won't land you a better deal. They're hesitant to undercut the booking sites.
Wow. Did you guys get that? I hope you did. Let's see here. Did you guys get that? 95% of all booking travel online is owned by these two monopolies, Expedia and Booking Holdings. You see, all the companies you see to the left is owned by Bookings, and all the companies you see to the right is owned by Expedia. So when my wife and millions of others are jumping online, jumping around from Hotels.com to Hotwire to Cheap Ticket, Trivago, going up to Priceline, Kayak, we're the same two monopolies. And they're sitting there laughing. I wonder which one she's going to select. That's right. Think of the millions of people right now that's booking travel that don't know this dirty secret that you've been revealed to. And to make it matters worse, they don't own anything. These two companies don't own any airlines, any hotels, any theme parks, any car rentals, nothing. But they found a way over the last 2.5 decades to monopolize on 95% of all booking traffic across the world, making billions of dollars. Billions. Well, that ends tonight because there's a new sheriff in town. It's called Trevorium. And we're bringing the Netflix model to the travel industry. If you understand how Netflix works, Netflix don't make money on movies. Netflix makes money on memberships that gives the members unlimited access to unlimited amount of movies, right? Apple Music has done the same thing too. Spotify has done the same thing too. Well, Trevorium is doing that, but in the travel and tourism industry. Trevorium don't make money on travel. Trevorium makes money on memberships that gives the members unlimited access to wholesale travel. No other company is doing what we're doing. You can't lose with Trevorium. Again, we say bye-bye to retail and hello to wholesale. And why you're here tonight is because friends don't let friends pay retail for travel. Not after what you know. We will never book travel ever again. As of last September, we have never booked travel again on these sites because you know what we now know, right? Well, let's take a look at a couple more examples. The documentation over conversation, right? This is a 6-night stay in San Diego, California. Apples to apples, same hotel, same room, same dates. With us, it's $1,923. With them, it's $5,047. That's a 70% savings. If I had called you up and said, hey, we found a way to save up to 70% at 5-star properties, you would not believe. I'm so grateful for we have YouTube and Zoom and all these platforms that we can now see it because seeing is believing. That's a $3,000 savings. I always say money saved is money earned. How about another one? How about going to China? This is already booked. August 25th through the 30th, 2026. Apples to apples verified match. With us, it's $599 going to China. Look, that's at the Intercontinental. With those guys, it's $1,084. That's a 45% savings. Plus, it has a half board included. What is a half board? That's breakfast and lunch or breakfast and dinner for those 6 days. Unbelievable. How about for us business folks who fly out to a meeting, have dinner, and then fly back home the next night? A one-nighter. This is a one-nighter in Las Vegas, Nevada on the Strip. Again, apples to apples. With us, it's $15.46. With them, it's $293. That's a 95% savings plus 3% cashback royalty points. Unbelievable. You see, better than travel agent rates on over 2 million hotels and resorts across the world. Now, I can show you dozens of these comparisons, but I think you get the picture. Once you get your membership, you have access to these unbelievable vacations. Okay? Now, we have all the cruise liners on board as well. All 44. I had no clue there were 44 cruise liners in the world. That's right. I love cruises. Check this out, side by side. This is the same room cabin, the same dates, the same ship. With those guys, it's $6,400. With us, it's at $5,000. That's a savings of over $1,400 for two, plus insurance. Whoa. If you like what you see so far, you ain't seen nothing yet. Remember, I share with you, all members going to receive 2 vacations every 7 to 12 months just for being a member. See, what I just demonstrated is you have full control of how you book and where you want to book. 4, 5, and 6-star properties at wholesale. Okay? Now, just for being a member, you're going to experience 2 unbelievable vacations every 7 to 12 months. This is where you use your travel points that you're accumulating every month and when you do anything on your membership. We call it the Dreamcation platforms. Okay? One is called the World Tours. The other one is called the Getaways. Now, let's first talk about the Getaways. The Getaways is normally 8 days, 7 nights, again, at luxurious properties. Here are some of them. How about Canary Islands, Spain, in a studio? That means you can sleep up to 4 adults for $7 using your travel points. $7. I can't stay home with my wife and these 2 dogs for $7. It costs me more. Probably costs you more to stay home as well. Right? How about going to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, in a 1-bedroom suite that can sleep up to 6 parties for $149? That's not per person. That's not per night. No, that's $149 for the 8 days, 7 nights in Cabo. How about Orlando, Florida, Disney property, a 2-bedroom suite that can sleep up to 10 individuals for $142. Not per person, not per night, not per night. That's for 8 days, 7 nights in a 2-bedroom suite. Let's take a look at some more. How about going to Las Vegas, Nevada, 5 days, 4 nights on the Strip for $19? How about the beaches of Hawaii for $499 plus breakfast included? How about New York City, the Big Apple, Times Square area for $399 plus breakfast included? And while you're there in Times Square, you might want to check out a Broadway play. Instead of you going to Ticketron or Ticketmaster, you log right into your portal and you purchase that Broadway play ticket in the entertainment section at cost. Plus you receive travel points. You see, there's over 2,000 getaways in your membership. There's no lack of places and there's no blackout dates. Over 3,000 weeks. They're going to have weeks that's going to be very applicable to your schedule. That's the Getaway program. Okay? Now you have the other vacation called the World Tours. Now the World Tours is the Travorium's lifestyle signature thing that made the company expand to over 70 countries. It wasn't David Hart and Nadella's Hart game plan to get into 70 countries. No, it's the membership that when they travel across the world, when you go on a world tour, you're going to meet other members. And you're going to be you'll be talking excited, hey, I only spent $7. We only spent $100. And guess what? The natives in those areas around you, they're eavesdropping because, we're always nosy. And next thing you know, the conversation starts to share. And that's how this thing grew organically to over 70 countries. Okay? It's a beautiful thing. The World Tours is over 265 World Tours in your membership. They're normally 5 days, 4 nights, again, at luxurious properties. Check these out. Venice, Italy. 5 days, breakfast included for you and a guest for $360 to Italy. How about Dubai? Everyone wants to go to Dubai. $99 at a 5-star for 6 days. Breakfast every day at the top of that hotel right there. It's a beautiful view. And how about Montego Bay, Jamaica? There's a 5-star resort, all inclusive. That's breakfast, lunch, dinner, and all the booze for $600. Not per person, not per night. Nope. For those 5 days stay for you and a guest. There's over 265 world tours, and they have it categorized by months. You can see all of July, all of August, all of September, all the way to the end of the year. Okay? Those are the world tours, and that's the getaways. Every 7 to 12 months. Now, let's quickly talk about the membership. Okay, I know you're eager to find out about the membership. There's 3 levels of membership. We got the small, the medium, and then the one that Jason chose. And there's no contracts whatsoever. Okay, you can cancel at any time. And what we learned is that 97% of the members do not cancel because of the value. Wholesale versus retail. Why would I leave? It's like me leaving Costco to go back to Smith's. No way. And also, members do not cancel because of the travel points. They don't want to lose their travel points. Okay? Now, let's talk about the small. The small is called the silver membership. The silver membership is a one-time enrollment of $69, one time only, and then 30 days after, it's $52 per month. Now, what do I get for that silver membership? Well, you're going to get that travel site that we just shared with you. Okay, to book travel at wholesale, better than travel agent rates on hotels, car rentals, cruises, excursions, and much more. Okay, now the silver membership do not carry any travel points, so you don't accumulate travel points, and those 2 dreamcations is not applicable for the silver membership. But this right here, this membership here, this small membership, this is great for those individuals that would love to travel, but it just is not in their budget. These are for the folks who normally say, oh, next year we'll go, or next year we'll go, and next year never comes. They need to see God's creation of 195 countries, because travel gives you a whole different perspective. Right? That's why a job gives you vacation. It's so you can unwind and regroup and recreate yourself from the hustle and the bustle. Right? Now you can add $20 more to that $52 per month and get the medium membership called the Titanium. The Titanium is a one-time enrollment of $149, and then 30 days after is $75 per month, of which I'm going to share with you how not to pay those monthly memberships, because I haven't. Now, what's the difference with the Titanium and the silver? You're going to get everything that the silver gets, booked better than travel agent rates. You're going to receive 150 travel points every 30 days. And if you don't use them, you don't lose them. They roll over every month and accumulate in your account. You have full autonomy in how you allocate your travel points. Because your travel points is able to use to even bring down the price significantly lower. Okay? Now, remember those 2 dreamcations? The Titanium is only able to select one of them, either the world tours or the getaways. Now, this membership are for those individuals that, they do take a trip or 2 once a year, but they love to take more. This allows them to do that. Okay? And then you have the ultimate top seller, which is called the Platinum membership. 95% of folks, they go for the Platinum membership. There's a one-time enrollment of $269, and then 30 days after, it's $135 per month, of which I'm going to share with you how not to pay that $135. I had my own membership since last September. I've never paid that $135 and still receive all the benefits of the Platinum. Now, the Platinum membership, you're going to receive 270 travel points every 30 days. That's right. Again, you don't use them, you don't lose them. And those 2 dreamcations that we spoke about, the Platinum membership covers both of them, the world tours and the getaways. But the significant difference between the Titanium and the Platinum is the Titanium is able to save up to 50% off of the wholesale, which is Trevorian retail, while the Platinum is able to save up to 80%. That's right, huge difference. And when you apply your travel points, that can even mark it up significantly to 85, 90, 95, even up to 0. That's right. These are the 3 levels of membership that someone can select. Now, no one can go to Trevorium.com and select any of these memberships. It doesn't work like that. It's by referral only. That's right. Now, you can go to Trevorium.com and you can read up more in detail about the Platinum and the Titanium and the Silver. But if you click to get started, to get a membership, it's going to say you need to find a current member in your area. It's by referral only. You see, the company incentivizes the members. And I love that. That's called marketing. So they're able to keep their wholesale at wholesale. So I just shared with you an unbelievable membership, a lifestyle travel club membership. No one is doing what we're doing. We bring in wholesale to the table. We say bye-bye to retail. Friends don't let friends pay retail for travel. Okay? And these are the 3 levels of membership. Now, how do we not pay that $135 or that $75 or that $52? It's unbelievable. Trevorium said, hey, if you so love this membership, C. Anthony, just share it. Sharing is caring. Share this membership with 3 individuals that you love, and your membership is free. I said, what? That's right. We call it 3 for free. You just refer 3 individuals to this awesome travel club membership, and your monthly membership is free. That could be 3 girlfriends, 3 boyfriends. That could be 3 of your brothers, 3 of your sisters, 3 uncles, 3 aunts, 3 of your neighbors, 3 of your co-workers, 3 people you go to church with. Any 3, and your membership is free. When I saw this, I almost lost my mind. I said, 3? I know more than 3, David Hart. He said, but hey, but 3 allows you to get your membership for free. Whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, we know more than 3 individuals that if they saw this, they got to see it though, because they won't believe it. If they saw it, it's a no-brainer. It's common sense. They'll definitely get a membership, right? So what I told David is, I just asked David, what if I had more than 3? He said, well, if you have more than 3, or any of our members have more than 3, we'll have to pay you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift gear for the next 5 to 7 minutes and show you how we can turn fun into fortune, because that's exactly what I've done over the last several months, turning this fun, which is vacation, with unbelievable wholesale into fortune. Because the company said, we will reward you every time you share this membership with someone, and it's totally optional. Okay, the silver, the titanium, the platinum, they don't have to do this. It's totally optional. Well, I chose the option, as well as Jason chose the option, and that's a $99 decision. So for $99, you now enter into an $11.5 trillion industry to do on your leisure, to share in this membership with anyone across the world. There are 8 billion people in the world. 8 billion. And there's no limits on how many folks you can share this membership with. And it's as simple as this. I call my friend Jason and say, hey, Jason, this is C. Anthony. I discovered a way that we can travel the world at wholesale. You got to see this. No, I can't explain it to you because you won't believe me. You have got to see this. I'm sending you a link that you can see an overview tonight. Gotta go. That's it. If you say more than that, they're going to assume, and it would be a disservice to them. I learned the hard way. It's that simple. Okay? It's not ubiquitous as yet. So for $99, you now own a business. You're a business owner with Travorium. You're going to get a website, a back office, all the marketing videos for you to be effective, all the training necessary so you can do it effectively. It's a turnkey business. So you don't have to add anything to it. This company is 14 years old. They got it real down pat, and huge tax advantages. That's right. Just by owning a travel home-based business, you're now privy to saving hundreds of dollars every 30 days. Now, don't take my word for it. Speak to your tax advisor. Okay? Now, how does this work? Very simple. What makes this company different from anything you've probably seen out there? Very, very simple. We're just sharing a membership. We're not recruiting folks. It's not one of those programs. I've been a part of 3 of them over the last 2.5 decades, made millions of dollars, created millionaires and thousandaires. It's not one of those. We're not recruiting anyone. We're not trying to get anybody in, get them in. We're not trying to get anybody in. What we're doing is we're sharing a membership. Okay? Just like we share YouTube with people. We share Facebook with people. Anytime we come across a great experience, we share it with others. But in this case, the company's going to reward you. Now, what makes us different is majority of companies out there in the world today, they all need customers. No customers, no money. And what they do, they spend millions of dollars on media and internet marketing. They spend millions, hundreds of millions of dollars to acquire the customers. Radio ad, billboards, internet, right? Celebrities. Well, if they're spending those millions of dollars, someone has to pay for it. So they inflate the prices of the service or the product. All right? Travorium said we're not going that route. No. We're going to go with something called incentivized sharing. We're going to incentivize our members. That's right. That's what makes us different. We want to keep this wholesale membership always wholesale. So we're going to incentivize the silver members, the titanium members, the platinum members, because they know that this thing works. And they're going to share it authentically. Is that right? Of course, not to have to sell. Simple again. Hey, Mary, I discovered a way that we can travel the world pennies on the dollar. You've got to see this. I'm not going to explain to you because you're not going to believe it. I'm going to send you a link. There's a live Zoom tonight. Gotta go. That's it. That's sharing. Okay? And the company incentivizes us for sharing to anyone in the world. Remember, the world wants to travel. And no one is doing wholesale versus retail. You saw the NBC News investigative report, right? Now, the first thing we're going to help you to do in our team, the name of our team is called We Will Win. So We Will Win is collaborating with SPIRITLINC. And the first thing we're going to help you to do, if you decide to earn income with us, we're going to help you get your 3. That's a philosophy in our organization. No one in our team pays that monthly membership. That's right. Because 3 is a no-brainer. And the 3 should be your homies. Your first 3 should always be the people that's close to you. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Your 3 homies. You shouldn't try to go speak to the lady at the supermarket. She don't know you. Right? You should be talking to your first 3 girlfriends, your 3 buddies. Right? Now, the company's going to pay you $50 for every referral. Unbelievable. $50 for every referral. Now, if I got $50 every time I shared Facebook or Spotify or YouTube with someone, I'll be a multi-gazillionaire if that was the case. Because I share it every day. You probably share stuff with folks that we don't get compensated. Well, the company's going to pay you $50 every time you do this. Hey, I discovered a way that we can travel the world, pennies on the dollar. You got to see this. They get a membership, that's $50. So your first 3, 50 times 3, that's $150 in bonus. Not miles, not points. No, you're going to get $150 cash. Okay? Now, the marketing plan, you're going to have 2 teams. That's right. You're going to have a left team and a right team. Unbelievable. So let's say you get your first member happens to be your friend Christina. Christina say, yep, I want one of those memberships. You're going to place Christina on your left team. Okay? And let's say your second member happens to be Jason. You're going to place Jason on your right team. And your third member happened to be yours truly, your friend in Orlando, C. Anthony. I said, of course I want one of those memberships. Now you have a decision to make. Do I put C. Anthony on my right team with Jason, or do I put C. Anthony on my left team with Christina? That's entirely up to you. Now, once the computer Trevorian sees that you got your 3 in place and you earned $150, it's going to promote you from platinum member to platinum director and start paying you that unbelievable income that makes wealthy people stay wealthy, residual income. You're going to earn $4.45 per day passive residual income. That's right. Now, when I saw this happen to me, I almost lost my mind. $4.45 every single day deposited in my account. I took my iPad to my wife. I said, sweetheart, look, this company's paid me $4.45 a day. And she said, well, see, Anthony, I've never seen you so excited about $4.45. I said, sweetheart, can you afford to lose $4.45 a day? She said, no, come to think about it, no. Maybe one day, but not every day. She said, wait a minute, they're paying you residual income. I said, hey, of course. I said, by the way, $4.45, no, it's not a whole lot of money, but have you seen the cost of gasoline here in Orlando? That's a gallon of gas. Every day this company's paying us. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you put this into perspective, in a 30-day span, 31 days in a month, times that by $4.45, that's about $137 per month passive residual income the company is paying you. Now, if you don't know anything about residual income, that's one thing I knew. The last 2.5 decades, I've lived off of residual income. You do something one time, and you're getting paid a lifetime. That's right. And it always starts off small. Most people don't stick around for it to grow because, everyone wants a get-rich-quick scheme. There's nothing quick about money other than losing it. Yep. There's no fast money out there. Residual income is how the wealthy stay wealthy. Versus trading time for dollar. What we do, that's linear income. If you don't trade that time, you don't get any income. Residual income is doing something one time and getting paid over and over and over and over. In this case, the company's going to pay you $137 per month. But now, I want you to stay with me for a quick second over the next couple of minutes because I'm going to sound redundant. And the reason why I'm going to be redundant is because the income you're going to see on this screen is based on everyone on your team doing the same thing that we just showed you to do. Get your membership for free. You see, Christina, you know what she wants? She wants her membership for free. And what she's going to do, she's going to share with 3 of her girls, 3 of her homies that you don't know. So this team is going to grow to about 4, yes? She's going to share with 3. How about Jason? He's going to do the same thing too. How about C. Anthony? I'm going to do the same thing too. Now, we can share with more than 3, but for this example, it's based on just 3. All right? Referring it to 3 so your membership is free. I'm going to make a song like that. Now, the 3 of us got our 3. 3 times 3, that's 9 new members on your team. Plus the 3 of us, that's 12. Plus you, because you're on the team, that's 13 now on your team. Your team is growing. Now, once the computer see that you have 16 customers on your team, 8 on the left and 8 on the right, you're now a 1-star director. And now, look, you now earn $10 per day passive residual income. That's equivalent with all the bonuses as a 1-star director, about on average, $500 to $700 per month on top of whatever you do for a living while seeing the world at wholesale. Beautiful thing. Now, Bloomberg stated that the average household that went bankruptcy last year, if they had an additional $500 coming in every month, it would have saved that family from filing bankruptcy. So what I saw as a servant leader, I can help as many homeowners, I can help a whole lot of family members to earn an additional $500 to $700 a month. That's right. Because they can definitely share a membership. Hey, I discovered a way that we can earn $10 a day. You got to see this. That's it. That's all. Sharing is caring. That's about $8,000 a month. That's what you do. But stay with me, because these 8 customers on your left team, 8 customers on the right team, guess what they all want? They want their membership for free. So what they're going to do, they're going to share with 3 of their homies that you don't know. So 8 times 3 is basic math. 8 times 3 is 24. 8 times 3 is 24. Once the computer, and you're not going to stop sharing the membership with others. You're not going to stop at 3, because you earn more money at the 1-star. You earn 60. Look, you earn $25 per passive residual. With all the bonuses as a 2-star director, that equates to about $2,000 every 30 days passive residual income on top of whatever you do for a living while seeing the world at wholesale. And to top it off, at this level, you're able to will your business. I've never seen any company allows at this low level position, you're able to will your business in the event something happens to you. So I asked David, what made you do this? He said, see, Anthony, if someone is earning $2,000 a month, that's significant income. That can take care of someone's rent, someone's mortgage, someone's car note. They can put them in a new automobile. Okay, that could take care of college tuition tucked away for a kid or a grandkid. Yeah, taking care of medical expenses. Put it away for retirement, because it's passive residual income. So if something happens to you, guess what? We're going to continue sending this income to Tina, because from this level forward, your business is willable. Ladies and gentlemen, that's when I said, okay, I'm going to write out a game plan to relinquish my solar company that I currently own for the last 9 years. I'm going all in, because I can help more individuals with this, more families, while doing something fun. I don't have to sell. I sell solar. I don't have to sell here. I'm just have to refer. That's your $2,000 a month. Can that change your life? Of course. Get rid of those credit card bills. But stay with me again, because these 25 customers on the left and on the right, what they all want? They want their membership for free. And you're going to make sure that they what? You're going to make sure that they get their 3, because no one pays that membership in SpiritLink. So what's 3 times 25? 75. 3 times 25? 75, right? So what does the computer see? You have 63 on your left and 63 on your right, of which I can guarantee you 95% of these customers you will not know or ever meet, because they can be anywhere in the world. When this happens, you're now a 3-star director, and now you're earning $70 daily pay passive residual income. On average, that's about $3,000 a month, $36,000 a year, residual on top of whatever you do for a living while seeing the world at wholesale. After I got introduced to residual income back in 1996, I made a total commitment never to ever trade time for money. I've never had a job since. I don't have a resume. You see, residual income is not the easiest income to generate, but it's the smartest income to have. Yeah. You see, I built this while I was still a computer analyst working for the federal government. Yeah. And in 100 days, I had a book of business that now my job was getting in the way of my business. And I fired my boss. After 11 years of working with the federal government, in 100 days of building residual income, I had a book of business. I didn't say I was a millionaire. I had a book of business that was paying every 30 days, and it was keep on growing. So when I saw this, the simplicity of this on a fun industry of travel and tourism, it was a no-brainer for me. I just feel like I'm back in 1996, but I'm in 2026. You see, the Lord don't come, but he sends. And he sent David Hart last July to call me, to reintroduce me to Trevorium, and I'm so grateful. And now to partner up with SPIRITLINC, oh yeah, we're going across the world. In South America, we starting right there with Jason up there and others. An extra $3,000 a month, that can do a whole lot for a family. How about you? Yeah. Now, you're not going to stop sharing the membership with others. As a 3-star director, you're going to earn $85 every time you share the membership with someone. I know because I'm currently a 3-star director. That's right. But you see the 63 customers on your left and on your right, they want the same thing. They want their membership for free. So what they're going to do? They're going to share with 3 of their homies. Now, some is going to share with more. I shared it with more than 3. What if Jason on your right team, he shared it with 23 instead of 3? What's going to happen to this income? It kind of affects that income, yes? But we'll stay there for another night, okay? This example I'm sharing with you, this income you're seeing on the screen is based on everyone sharing it, referring it with 3. So their membership is free, because that's the philosophy in our team. 63 times 3, that's about 189. Once the computer sees you have 125 customers on your left and on your right, ladies and gentlemen, you're now a 4-star director earning $100 daily pay. That's about $4,000 a month, $50,000 a year on top of whatever you do for a living while seeing the world at wholesale. This is what I know. By the time you get to 4-star director, you'll be debt free. Because the whole idea is, I learned this from a guy named Robert Kiyosaki. In order for you to have financial freedom and you have some side income coming in, you get rid of your debt. So you take this monthly income and you start suppressing your debt. Credit card bills, this bill, whatever you got, clear it out. So by the time you get here, you're now enjoying it. By the time you also get to 4-star, you've probably seen a couple of vacations within that time. Yeah, you've seen a couple of countries and a couple of states. And while you're visiting those states, guess what you're going to do there? You're going to share this lovely membership with others. It's hard to contain. Every day I'm sharing this membership with others. And I'm happy to share with you tonight. So you just tell us what kind of income you want to earn, and we'll put together a 60 to 90 day game plan to get you to the rightful star position to earn that income. But as I close, the ultimate position is to get to ambassador. This is financial freedom. Financial security is the ambassador level. You see, once the computer sees you have 188 customers on the left and on the right, you're now an ambassador, earning $140 daily pay. That's $8 to $11,000 a month. 6 figures, over $100,000. Now I know some of you guys are probably making over 6 figures already. Yeah, I did too. But if I didn't go to work, I didn't make 6 figures. It's linear income. So you can keep your 6-figure income job or whatever that you have, but how about building 6 figures here residually in the most largest industry on the planet that's going to continue to grow? Oh yeah. How about putting together a team of us? That's what we're doing. A team of us that's traveling around the world, living the way God intended us to live. Not in lack, but in abundance. by sharing an unbelievable membership. This is game-changing income. Now, when you become an ambassador, they have some lifestyle perks. You're going to get 2 more vacations for you and a significant other on the company's dime. You're going to participate in the monthly global bonus pool. They take 3% of the global monthly revenue, put it into a pool, and split up among all the ambassadors every 30 days. Today's what, the 30th? That means the end of this next couple of days, they're going to split up whatever's in the pool for July and split among all the ambassadors. That's in addition to your monthly residual income. I want 100 individuals to experience that. You're going to earn 1 share in the company. Trevorium is a debt-free, family-owned company. David Hart is building a legacy company. He's going to leave this to his children's children's children. He said, see, Anthony, all ambassadors, they should have the same like the Hart's family. You can leave it for you. I said, wow, this guy's a generous guy. No wonder the company's is doubling in size every 8 to 12 months. Unbelievable. And they have a Louis Vuitton experience. I don't know who Louis is, but they take all the ambassadors to a country where there's a Louis Vuitton store, shut the store down for 2 hours, and let all the ambassadors go buck wild in the Louis Vuitton store for 2 hours on the company's dime. See all these ladies right here? These are all ambassadors. 67% of the ambassadors in this company are females. That's right. Let me say it again. 67% of the ambassadors in Trevorium are females. And 60% of them are outside of the United States. It's a global company. Global. Because people want to travel and they want an unbelievable membership. Friends don't let friends pay retail for travel. So as I close on behalf of SpiritLink and our team, the We Will Win team, I want to welcome you to our team. We're empowering people to win in life and travel. And our goal is to create 100 ambassadors in the next 36 months. Would you like to be one of them? Everything is in place. The systems, the strategies, the concepts, everything is in place. Nine-year partners. I'll be out of there in December 31st of this year because I'm all in with Trevorium. I'm leaving a $480 billion industry, solar and renewable, to enter into an $11.5 trillion travel and tourism industry. I'm getting out of the sales business. Okay? Every time we share this presentation, there's always 2 types of people. And that was the whole objective here today on behalf of SpiritLink. Either you're number 1 or you're number 2. And number 1 is the person who said, you know what? I want the travel club membership. That's what I want. Great. So select one of the membership, either the silver, the titanium, or the platinum, and let's travel the world. It's me and my wife and my colleagues. Now we're taking our grandkids with us because we can now because of this unbelievable membership. Again, they're going to have thousands of these photos as we travel the world, right? Long-lasting memories and seeing different cultures, different habits, histories across the world. It's going to be a beautiful thing. That's the number 1 person. Then you're going to be a number 2. And number 2 is like Jason. Jason said, hey, I want to travel the world, but I also want to make some of that income. For a matter of fact, I want to be an ambassador. That's a number 2. That's meaning you're going to be a business owner with us. So either number 1 or you're number 2. So on behalf of the We Will Win and SpiritLink, my name is C. Anthony Harris, wishing you God's blessings. We look forward to working with you. And just get back in touch with Jason or whoever invited you and let us know your decision. So I'll pass the call back to my partner and my friend, Mr. Wilson.
Thank you so much, C. Anthony. Listen, you're such a blessing to us at SpiritLink Travel, and we thank you so much for everything that you do, brother. And so I want to just share the link with you. If you love what you saw tonight, you can go to our website, which is presentation.trevorium.com/SpiritLink Travel. So we're going to leave that on the screen for a minute or two. But there's another slide that I can put here on the screen with a QR code that you can use to go directly to that site as well. So we pray that you were enlightened. We pray that you can take some vacations with your loved ones and book your trips at wholesale cost instead of retail. I mean, after seeing this tonight, why would you do that? I don't understand. But anyway, C. Anthony and I are building something phenomenal here with Trevorium, and I'm loving it so far. If you have any questions, ladies and gentlemen here in the audience, just raise your hand. And C. Anthony would be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. Any questions tonight? Oh, MJ. All right, so we're going to bring up MJ. I'm going to step down for a moment. Hang on a second, MJ.
Hi, yes, thank you so much for that very enlightening presentation. So I really just had a clarity question, I guess, because I know that you said, if it's you and your spouse doing the traveling, you only need the one membership, right? But then you brought up a couple of those places where, it sleeps 4 and 6 and up to 10 people and what the cost is for that room. And so how does that work if you're traveling with multiple people?
Okay, so let's say, give you an example, and that's a good question. Let's say you're married. Let's say you're married. I'm not sure, right? Let's say you're married, you and your significant other, but you have 3 kids.
Mm-hmm.
So when you book that vacation, you're gonna book for 5.
Right.
So so the system's gonna look for properties that can sleep 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just need the one membership and you're paying for that room, regardless of how many people can fit
Yes.
in that room.
There you go. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. That was my question.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Triumphantly thriving. Yes, yes, yes.
All right, that was an awesome question, wasn't it?
It sure was. It sure was.
Yeah. All right. Any other questions before we put on that end slide and say good night? No other questions? All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in and for everybody that came to the platform tonight. I just want to tell y'all that no Bible study tomorrow. We're going to reconvene on Monday. So enjoy your weekend. Spend time with your loved ones. And we will be back on Monday, ladies and gentlemen. And we will also have C. Anthony again next week here on our platform and also streaming out to YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Have a nice time this evening. Take care.
God bless.